In part 1 of today's video, I'll show you the fastest and cheapest loadout to beat the Harvester puzzle, get the blueprints, and destroy the Queen, and have your chance of getting the Jupiter blueprint inside her core. Yeah, this is all you're going to need to run. The great thing is you don't need any blueprints, and if you don't have the ability to craft them, you could just buy all of this stuff from the traders, with the exception being the Loadout, which you don't absolutely need. Most important thing is to bring in the Renegade with an extended medium mag. You can just buy a medium mag 1 if you don't have one, and I'd highly recommend upgrading it to the highest level. This is really important. The second weapon is a kettle. I recommend that, and I recommend putting an extended light mag on it. You could bring a Stitcher. This is mostly to deal with PvP players, but the kettle does work well as a queen damaging tool, and you'll see that later on in this strategy. The second part of this video, I have another strategy. This is for the players that want to farm the queen as safe as possible without their loot getting stolen by rats, so that you can get the queen cores and craft the Jupiter and Equalizer once you already have the blueprints. It swaps out the Renegade for the Patina, which is extremely effective for taking off the queen legs as quick as possible, which you can then loot for the queen cores. I've got timestamps for both strategies, so whether you're trying to get the blueprints right now, or you're just trying to farm queen legs so you can try and craft these weapons, you could just skip to what you want to see. Let's go. I'm going to break down how to do this then. This is the loadout you're going to want to run. Pause the screen if you want to see this. I recommend following this to the T. Attachments included. You could go for better. You could get a better mag and a better light mag as well. And maybe better shields if you wanted. Honestly, this is the cheapest way to do it, and it's also accessible for anybody. You can buy a Renegade from the store, you can craft a kettle, you can buy a kettle from the store, you can get all this stuff either through very easy crafting without blueprints, or from buying from the traders. So very, very straightforward loadout. The important part is the kettle, hello, and the Renegade. Really important is the Renegade. You could swap out the kettle for the Stitcher. Honestly, this weapon here is just for dealing with PvP. So we want to get close to the Queen. And then once we're here, we're basically going to want to get into a situation where we can walk up into the Harvester. We'll wait for the Queen to walk around. And as long as we come in from behind, we'll have a good angle for this. And then we've got our zip line to go through. And we could potentially throw a Loadout if we wanted to. Well, looks like she's already aggroed on me. So, yep, we're going to have to do that. Get this here. Throw the Loadout that way. Put the zip line here. And then go. All the way over there. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. And then we're going to need to break through here. On this side, we'll do better. Hopefully before the Rocketeer can see us. Not sure if there's somebody in here. Just gonna have to deal with it. Now, at all times whilst we're doing this, keep the kettle in your hands, okay? Because somebody could come in and try and shoot you at any point. Try and keep your stamina available as well. So we're gonna breach all of these. Hello. When it goes orange, you need to run outside as quickly as possible. And just wait here for a second. And then as soon as it starts closing, you're gonna sprint dash in. Okay, I got a little bit distracted there. It's fine if there's somebody here that wants to help, no problem. So we come up here and climb up, and we're just going to breach. As soon as we see a core, the little orbs, we're going to drop them down onto the ground below. Now, we don't have to put it in yet. That's the important thing. A lot of people don't realize that. Putting it in will activate the shockwave. So now we've got to take off our armor. If you see it blue, you've got to take off your armor. And that way, you'll still get stunned, but your armor's not going to get damaged. And you're going to put your armor back on. It's going to allow you to save shields. Okay? Yeah, this is pretty normal stuff here. Watch again. Put off the armor. Yeah. As long as it's blue, you know it's going to be a shockwave. If it's red, you need to jump outside. Now, what we can do is just drop this off the edge. You do not need to put it in yet. Just make sure we're fully healed up. We can drop down here. And just wait for it to take us up. Jump up. Every time we hear a noise, we just got to look back and make sure we check what color it is. The important part will be with the Renegade in a minute, and this is really how we're going to speedrun it. We found that now. I'm going to put all of those next to it. If you got players here helping, you can communicate with them that you're doing it. But we're not going to bother with that. All right, now we've got to go outside. It's red. And put on our armor because we're stepping outside here. Oh, got hit by that. No problem. Okay, pop a shield. Get ready. Go. Like that. There we go. And now we can just interact with this. Now, as soon as we put all 3 in, we're going to have a short time to essentially... Get that shield off a minute. Shoot all of the glowing buttons. And you can do it afterwards. It's fine. You can do it in multiple stages, but the quicker you do it, the better, right? So this is where the Renegade comes in. It's really effective at dealing with this. You really want a Renegade 4. Just 3 shots per thing. And then quick to reload. Unfortunately, an electric shock came in through that. We go again. 1, 2, 3. And they're going to pop out now. Okay, a couple more. Here we go. And now we're done. Pretty quick, really. Now, people will probably try and shoot us at this point. We get ready. And unfortunately, that's it. Anyone need an Equalizer blueprint? That's the one you need for the energy ammo. GG. That's so quick.
We're gonna kill the queen, guys.
Yeah, kill the queen, yeah.
Okay, okay. Now, at this point, if things have gone well, then you can escape through the hatch, and you've got yourself the Equalizer, and maybe even the Jupiter Blueprint. If you haven't managed to get the Jupiter Blueprint, it spawns in the core of the Queen as well. So you're going to have to defeat the Queen for another chance at it, and you can use the Renegade and Kettle to do a lot of damage to the Queen. Likelihood is there'll be other people in the area trying to help with the Queen kill anyway, so you probably don't need to bring in a bunch of wolf packs and whole cracker ammo or, you know, whatever you may want to bring in, because other people will be there to help. In that case, what you'll want to do is use the Renegade to try and shoot at the yellow joints on the Queen. You're specifically going to aim for this part because you're going to do max damage to the Queen here, and you don't have as much ammo as you might necessarily need to destroy it. If you're going for the blueprint, you will need to kill the Queen. The legs will not drop the blueprint. You'll need to go for the main core. As more damage is dealt to the Queen, the outer silver armor will come off and the yellow joints will be completely exposed. This yellow joint takes full damage and doesn't have any arc armor, so you can pull out your Kettle and just spam fire like crazy, and before you know it, the leg will fall off. This will help deal a lot of extra damage to the Queen and will allow you to kill it faster even if you're running a limited loadout. If at any point you start to run out of ammo or shields, what you can do is loot all of the wasps and hornets that will usually come and get aggro to the harvester and drop down dead below it once you've destroyed them. So there's some extra ammo there and also some arc power cells for extra healing. Now, the important part is, once the Queen is on fire, you need to get ready to go and loot this thing. As soon as it's destroyed, everyone will rush over to it, and it's every man for themselves. You're going to have to be very prepared to go and grab this thing. Here's a bit of a hint. The actual main core piece will fall down before the explosion animation is even finished. And sometimes it can roll away a little bit, so you're going to need to try and be active on where it's landing and be aware that the closer you are to it as it's exploding, the better for you. Just be careful that you might get stomped on a few times. Now, once you've looted the main core, definitely try and grab that Jupiter blueprint, and if people have been friendly, consider sharing the load, right? If you've got some spare Queen parts or maybe the Equalizer blueprint, you might have a duplicate of it, consider dropping that on the floor for other players, and then you can go into the Raider hatch and start the next part of this strategy. Once you've got the blueprints, you no longer really need to deal with the harvester or deal with killing the Queen. All you really need to do is get the Queen part so that you can craft the Jupiter and the Equalizer. And the best way to do that is to use a weapon that can shred off the outer armor of the Queen legs, because those can be looted, and each Queen leg will always have a core and some magnetic accelerators required for crafting the weapons. I'm going to show you a strategy that I found quite effective on Dam, and it's quite a nice way to ensure that you get the actual loot from the Queen legs before other players steal it from you. I recommend doing a Bettina for this. I really recommend trying to get the Bettina blueprint if you can. It's just a far more efficient way of breaking off the Queen legs. It's got strong arc armor penetration. You'll see in this next part of this gameplay exactly why it's so effective as I run through this next strategy for farming Queen legs. Alright, we're in. So, the strategy changes once you've got the blueprints. You don't really need to do the harvester to get the blueprints anymore, all you need to do is get the legs, right? You just need to get the legs. That's all we want. Because each leg will have a queen core and all of the crafting materials for the energy weapons. But that's crazy. I just spawned into that guy. What the? Hello.
Hey, Raider.
That's creepy. So, what we want to do is bait the queen to somewhere where we can play in and out of cover. But this works as well. Just these rocks here. Pretty much. And that's what we're going to do. We've got the patina with an extended barrel. This is the best strategy possible to doing this as quickly as possible. And I would suggest getting your hands on this if you can. It will really help. Alright, so the strat begins. What we want to do is bring the queen over here. And just start shooting the legs. She's going to start making her way over here if we just keep shooting her. We don't want to waste too much ammo until she's closer, though. Here she comes. That's it. Come on over here. I have a nice big mountain to play with. We start shooting away. She'll start coming closer. No problem. Every 3 missiles. We just got to avoid those. And here she is. Now we can just keep playing around this mountain, essentially. Yeah. Okay. Keep going around. There we go. And then just run around this way. What we want to do now is just basically keep fighting her legs. It's like King Kong. Shooting her legs. What we want to do. Keep shooting those legs. Avoiding the laser beam. And they will really start falling off very quickly. And this way now. Oh. Okay, we got stomped a little bit. That's fine. Keep going around. If it's just me fighting her, she's just gonna put all of her missiles on. It's not a problem. Making sure you stay away from that, because that thing will hurt you a lot. You're gonna keep coming around here. Come the missiles. She'll come around this way now. And we can just keep shooting those legs. A lot of them are falling off. Try not to go through the flames. If you do, then you're just going to need to heal. You just want to always be like at the edge of this mountain, if that makes sense. So that you can avoid either side that she decides to go on. Go like that. First leg about to come off. Keep running around. Right, she'll always do her missiles and then her laser beam. And then our missiles and then her laser beam. As long as we keep running. There we go. There's one leg. You know, she's going to circle back around this way. So her AI will sometimes take different ways around this mountain. But she'll always keep trying to peek in and out, basically. Back this way. Like so. One leg is off down there somewhere. Oh, she's fighting someone else now. Nice. Look at that. So, okay. Every now and again, she might get a little involved with somebody else. We can potentially pick up that leg. She's still coming. Okay, so we're going to keep running around this way. Ooh. A little angle of me there. Okay. Heal up. There's the leg there. As we keep leading her around, we should be able to get it eventually. Going around, that's it. A laser beam out. I know she put it away. Oh yeah, there's a laser beam. Whoop. Okay. We'll get our PvP weapon for when we need it. Okay. There's someone over there. Be careful. Going around. Remember, her leg was here. Try to remember the locations of the legs. So when she runs around, you might have a chance to loot it. What's this somewhere down here? Oh, we got a wasp. Hold up. Probably better to use the kettle on the wasp. Under a tree. Where was that leg? She's gone back. Here we go. So now what we can do is loot this leg in peace because we're miles away from it. Oh. Might have aggroed on someone else, that wasp there. Get this loot. Stick it in there. There we go. And, the goal is, once again, to just keep shooting her legs and damage them enough, each one of them, so that when she comes near you again, and she will eventually... Ooh, ow. Oh, we're dead. Oh, here she is. She's back. Kill that. Can shoot off this leg here. There we go. I'll get her to follow us around the hill again. Another leg's almost coming off. Another one. There we go. Keep going around. There we go. Ooh. Looks like someone's out here in the forest with me. Need to pull my kettle out. Now we're betting her around to the left side. More missiles this time. He doesn't have a visual on us. So, because we knocked off 2 legs, I think what we're going to do is just try and stay out of her line of sight, and eventually she'll just get bored and go back to the harvester. And then we can loot those 2 legs. There we go. She just aggroed on somebody else. She's coming back around this way. Okay, never mind. Just keep running around this rock. Eventually she'll get bored and go back to her home. And we can loot those 2 legs and then just leave. I mean, we don't want to overdo it. Do we? Yeah, just keep staying around, going around, going around. He's looking for me. He's no longer actively shooting me. Keep going around. Probably should keep our kettle out in case there's players. Alright, she seems to be going back. So she'll always, once she de-aggroes, she'll always go back to her point, right? Her base. Gonna do this again. She's still here at the moment. And we're now overweight. So 3 legs is enough. We don't need any more. And the raid hatch.
Head home at the Red Lakes hatch.
Right over there. So let's go. If you need to make room, you can drop the Arc Performance Steel and the Arc Alloy. It weighs quite a lot. We can now make our way over. Like, you could go for more, but just to play it safe, and if you've got a Survivor Augment as well, the Survivor Looting Augment, you can just get a 3. You're going to be almost completely overweight by that point, and then you can leave and then come back again. You just want to keep playing around somewhere that has cover. I think Dam's the best because you've got this island. You just keep running around, betting her in and out, avoiding her attack patterns. And just like that, we've done it pretty easily. I would highly recommend doing this with a Bettina because it has strong arc armor penetration and you have a fast fire rate. It's going to shred off those legs faster than any weapon in the game. And it just means that you're in control. You're basically wrangling the queen and looting the legs as they drop off, as opposed to letting them drop off and not getting a chance to loot them. And there we have it. There we have it.